Hi, second graders. Mrs. Hausmann is back. Today I'm going to show you how to play today's number. Today's number was part of our math meeting every day. The student of the day chose a number and then we found 4 ways to make that number. I will model some ways to write equations for today's number. You can write every equation you know. Today's number is 17. So I'm going to write as many equations that I know right off the top of my head that make 17. I know that 10 plus 7 equals 17, and I know that 11 plus 6 equals 17, and 9 plus 8 equals 17, and 2 plus 15 equals 17, and 0 plus 17 equals 17, and 17 plus 0 equals 17. All right, now, so here's all the ones I knew right off the top of my head. Now I'm going to show you another way to help you find today's number very quickly. You can use what's called an organized list. And you start with 0 and add that to the number. So it would look like this: 0 plus 17 equals 17. Then 1 plus 16 equals 17. And 2 plus 15 equals 17. And 3 plus 14 equals 17. And 4 plus 13 equals 17. And 5 plus 12 equals 17. As you can see, the number here in the add-in each time increases by 1, and on this side it decreases by 1 each time, and I still get my answer of 17. I could keep going with my organized list. Another way that I might want to find ways to make 17 is by using the commutative property. I know that 0 plus 17 equals 17, and I also know that the commutative property switches the add-ins around, and I would have 17 plus 0 equals 17. So now I could do 1 plus 16 equals 17, and 16 plus 1 equals 17. I also know that 9 plus 8 equals 17, so 8 plus 9 equals 17. So there are using ways to use the commutative property. Another way that I can find ways to make today's number of 17 is I can use subtraction. I know that 18 minus 1 equals 17, 19 minus 2 equals 17, 20 minus 3 equals 17, 21 minus 4 equals 17. And again, I could keep going and get lots of ways to make 17. Another way that I could make 17 is by using 3 or more add-ins. So some ways to make 17 using 3 or more add-ins. I did 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 2 equals 17, and I did 8 plus 8 plus 1 equals 17. I could do 3 plus 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 more equals 17. So lots of ways that you can use more than one add-in. Another thing that you can do, and this might be for your family members, is to try to find some ways that use multiplication. I know that 1 times 17 equals 17. One group of 17 equals 17. I know that 2 times 8 equals 16, and if I add one more, that makes 17. So I could also use some ways to make today's number 17 by using multiplication. So there's lots of ways that you can come up with to make today's number. Now you try it. Choose a number. Think of all the ways to make that number. You can make it a game with your family members. Have each person in your family get a piece of paper and something to write with. Then choose a number and give everybody 2 minutes to write as many equations as they can. Miss Kristen, Justin, and I played as a family. We chose the number 36, and we gave everybody 2 minutes to come up with as many equations as they could for 36. Here are Justin's results. Justin was able to find 13 ways to make 36. Because he's in high school, he even used some division. Miss Kristen was able to find 16. I noticed that she's using addition, subtraction, she's using some multiplication, and she's using some numbers where she used 3 add-ins to come up with the number 36. And Mrs. Hausmann was able to find 19. I did some organized list, I did some subtraction, and I did some where I used more than 2 add-ins. So I used 3 or 4 or maybe even 5 add-ins, and I used some multiplication. This makes it a fun way to practice some math. Hopefully you'll try it and show us your results. Take care, we miss you, and be safe out there. Bye-bye, till next time.